Now desperate for food, Hansel had packed up some corn and headed off into the forest with his sister Gretel, but they found themselves completely lost.
When we find food, how will we find a way back? Easy! Remember those grains of parched corn? Well, I've been leaving them as a trail so we can find a way home. There's nothing to worry about.
Ah, please! The birds are eating away your trail as we speak.
And so they were. Hansel and Gretel had decided to head back home, when suddenly Hansel had bumped into something peculiar.
Watch your step, Hansel. You bumped right into that gingerbread house.
Gingerbread house! Oh, isn't it lovely? Here, try some. It looks good enough to eat.
Oh.
And in only a few minutes, Hansel and Gretel had eaten a big hole in the small house, when suddenly...
Nibble, nibble like a mouse. Who is nibbling at my house?
Well, there's always a catch. You're a wicked witch, aren't you?
Well, yeah.
And you got all kinds of magic powers.
Well, no.
You can't breathe fire and smoke.
Nope, I just get dizzy.
You can't summon up demons.
I don't know. Hey, you demons!
Cheep! You've got no magic powers at all?
Well, there's one thing I'm pretty good at. Turning children into aardvarks.
Yeah, I thought you're pretty good.
But I don't really care much for aardvarks.
Then why do you keep changing children into them?
Because I care even less for children. Besides, I have the witch's tradition to uphold.
Isn't there something you'd rather do?
Oh, sure. I'd like to know how to ride a broomstick. But oh boy. But what's the use? I'll never get off the ground.
I'll show you how to ride that broomstick. Will you change Hansel back?
Of course. But you aren't even a witch.
Come on, there's a little bit of the witch in all of us girls. Hand me the broom. Now, you take this broom.
Yeah.
And you turn it all around.
Yeah.
And you put it on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And you sit right down.
Yeah.
Now you tail that broom.
Ba boom boom boom.
Fly around the room.
Gaga zoom zoom zoom.
And sure enough, Gretel began to fly.
Now me.
But unfortunately, the witch hadn't mastered how to turn the broom off, and so she began to soar into the sky, past the hemisphere and among the stars. She was so grateful for Gretel's kindness, though, that she turned back the wicked curse on Hansel and all her other victims. Now, this made the real aardvarks quite happy, though, as they would no longer have to share their habitats with a bunch of bratty children.